Well, now it's time for Pet Corner, where we bring you some of the gorgeous pets that are looking for their forever homes from friendswithtails.co.nz. Before we look at these cuties though, we're joined by vet Dr. Annabelle Robertson from Hills Pet Nutrition with advice to look after our dog's joint health. Good morning, Annabelle. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Carly.
What causes stiff joints?
Look, the main one would be arthritis, and there are numerous risk factors for this, including increasing age, genetic predisposition, rapid growth rate, obesity, and trauma.
How common are joint conditions in dogs?
Well, just like humans, joint conditions in dogs are pretty common in an older age. In fact, 1 in 5 dogs over the age of 12 months will actually develop a joint condition such as arthritis.
You mentioned obesity as a risk factor. How does being overweight increase the risk?
Yes, obesity does increase the risk, and that's because these dogs are carrying around excess weight, which is putting more stress and strain on those joints.
What are the signs that a pet owner might notice?
Look, things like slowing down, so the pet is less mobile and also perhaps less willing to get up in the morning, so they may appear more stiff.
What other signs might indicate a dog is suffering from joint issues?
They may hesitate to go up and down stairs. They may lag behind or tire easily during walks. They may prefer to lie down rather than sit or stand. And they may even, in advanced cases, whimper, growl, or even snap at you if you touch them in the affected areas.
And what should you do if you see any of these signs?
It's really important that you consult your veterinarian because a lot of these signs can be really similar to more serious conditions, and you need to get an accurate diagnosis.
Okay, so what can be done to manage joint conditions once a pet has been diagnosed by their vet?
Management of joint pain and stiffness is typically multimodal. So a vet may recommend a course of pain relief or anti-inflammatories as well as a course of injections. And the goal is really to alleviate the pain in these pets and make them more comfortable.
Can nutrition play a role in supporting your dog's joint health?
So your vet may actually recommend a food that's been specially formulated to help dogs with mobility conditions, like the Hills Prescription Diet JD, which has actually been clinically proven to improve a dog's ability to walk, run, and also jump.
What about food for dogs that are overweight and potentially have mobility issues?
Yeah, so you really need to address the weight issue because that's going to be critical to seeing an improvement with mobility. Now, Hills does make a range of diets for weight loss, and we also make a diet that's designed to manage both joint conditions and weight concurrently. But it's really important you seek the advice of your veterinarian.
What can an owner do if they are concerned their pet may develop mobility issues?
Look, if an owner is concerned because of their dog's conformation, size, or even their breed, they could actually consider putting their healthy dog on the Hills Science Diet Healthy Mobility.
And tell us what an owner can do to make their dog more comfortable at home.
Look, there are a few things an owner can do. One is actually making sure they've got a really comfortable, warm, padded bed. So that's key, removing it from drafty areas. Also, getting a ramp so that the dog can get easily into and out of the car and also up and down stairs. It's much easier using a ramp. The other thing they can do is actually get a non-slip mat if they've got slippery floors in their house.
And what about exercise? Should it be avoided?
No, exercise is really beneficial, not just for a pet's mental well-being, but also to keep those kilos off and to help preserve that lean muscle mass. But it's all about selecting the right type of exercise, Carly. So we want pets to avoid jumping up and down, retrieving balls and sticks, and instead preference those gentle, short leash walks. You can also consider other types of activity like swimming once it gets warmer, or also underwater treadmills. And if a certain type of activity makes it worse, avoid that and chat to your vet about alternatives.
Thank you, Dr. Annabelle. Now let's take a look at some gorgeous pets from friendswithtails.co.nz that need to find their forever homes. What about Maiko from Wellington, who's a desexed 1-year-old mixed breed American Bulldog cross? He's the friendliest dog around who loves playing with other dogs and is happy around children. He's had corrective eye surgery, so it looks a little bit different now, but isn't he sweet? There's also Rocco, the 1-year-old mixed breed cattle cross from Tauranga, who'd really love an active home to take him running or biking. This guy is full of love and would be good for him to have another dog to keep him company. Oh, he's so sweet. Just 1 year old too. Then there's George, the 12-week-old mixed breed puppy. He's very sweet and good with cats, other dogs, ducks, horses, even goats, which he's living with at his current foster home. Okay, how about this mixed breed greyhound from Kaikoui? A very sweet and energetic boy who's engaging. He's responsive to food, which should assist with further training. Oh, he's lovely. And here's Sweetie, Jess, a mixed breed, 6 years old from north of Auckland. Sadly, her owner has passed away suddenly, and so she needs a forever home. She's great around other dogs and just wants to be close and follow you around. Oh, my daughter's going to want this one. Maybe it's her namesake. Matilda, Millie or Tilly for short, who is a mixed breed 1 year old who's super affectionate, loves socialising with other dogs, but also happy to warm my foster mum's feet while she works. Oh, she sounds divine. And if you're wanting to take in a cat, you can't go past Sweetie, who's 3 and is a real character. She's very loving on her own terms, aren't all cats, but would be best in a home on her own. Again, that's just status quo for cats, isn't it? Or you can't go past Ben and Jerry, who do actually need to be home together. Okay, there's an exception to the rule. They are 4 months old and would suit a quieter home. For our urgent rescue of the week, please meet Benji, the 1.5-year-old lab cross who's full of energy, quick to learn and has a soft nature. His foster home has been sold, so hence the urgency to find his forever home, which will need to be fenced. He also sleeps inside and will be best where someone is home often. Oh, what a sweetie. They all need homes. And if you think you can provide a forever home for any of our featured pets, this morning go to friendswithtails.co.nz. Pet Corner is sponsored by the Hills Pet Nutrition Food Shelter Love Program.